Greetings, wonderful people. I hope all is well today, and today has been a special day to come to you with another message of inspiration, hope, and well-being. Yes, today is a special day. I know that some of you have heard of encouragements. I know that some of you have heard of regrets. But today I'll come to bring you a message of major regrets. Major regrets, that is, I had an opportunity to surf through my social media. And surfing through our social media, I saw that a post from one of the major speakers, Les Brown. And on his post, he said, what would you do, or what would you change if you had the opportunity to change your life, or have a new life, or have a better life, or something come up in your life that you would change? What would you change if you had that opportunity to change your life today? And the first thing that came into my mind is like, wow, what is he talking about? And then it hit me. There's a lot of things in my mind and a lot of minds that say that, yes, I would change this, I would change that. And then sometimes you come across something that hit you upside the head that say that, would I have done this, or would I have done this in a different way? And that really stopped you to think about what happened. And you press that replay button, and that replay button started bringing back some of the things in your life, some of the things that happened within your life that didn't set good with you at the time that it happened. So doing this replay button, some of the things that came up, it say, would you have changed this? And then maybe not. And this has happened in so many cases, in so many places that we have been in, that we say, wow, would I have done this a different way? And then you look back over your life and say, some of the things that I went through, yes, I would have changed that, because Lord knows what I went through that day or that time. And then some of the things that came up that would say, I am so blessed. I am so glad that I'm still here to talk about these things, because I don't know where I would have been today if I hadn't gotten out of that situation. Or either, how did I get out of that situation? How did this happen that I am so free to say I'm talking about it today? And talking about it, it'll say, okay, now, what are some of the things that happen in your life that you would think about, you want to change? But then again, there's so much that happened over the course of my life and my time of being in life that, yes, I would have changed this, maybe I would have changed that. But then again, there are some things they call regrets. And I would like to bring to you a couple of things that happened in my life that were called major regrets. Well, there are about 4 things I would like to share with you, if you don't mind, and I appreciate it. That one of the regrets that I made that happened within my life is that my educational system, my educational being. I graduated from high school at a young age, and in my graduation, I was like, I wanted to go to school to be a doctor. I wanted to go to college in Detroit even. I went to Wayne State University to take their college entrance exam, and lo and behold, I didn't pass. And I was wondering, why didn't I pass the college entrance exam? Because I graduated 10th in my class of 88, the largest class to graduate in this little southern school, the southern town there. And come to find out, after a battery of tests and everything, they told me that my educational level was too low for being a doctor, or even for college exam, so college entrance, that is. So I was devastated. In fact, they told me that I only had an 8th grade education. And then I look back as to why I graduated from school with only an 8th grade education. So, therefore, I was so devastated. And looked back into my school life. In my junior and senior year, I did absolutely nothing. I had about 2 or 3 classes because entering in my junior year, I almost had enough points to graduate with without even going to class. So therefore, I took advantage of the free time, going to the library, doing nothing, walking around, doing nothing, because I didn't have to worry about school because I had enough points to graduate with. I didn't like my English teacher because we had a new teacher just out of college and everything, and she wanted to teach literature, she wanted to teach good things, and then I graduated, like I said, couldn't get into college entrance exam. I became an alcoholic, teenage alcoholic. Now I am in Detroit being an alcoholic and a teenager. Then I go into service, come back, do a lot of good things and say, you know, a lot of troubles and action coming in my life. But then this educational thing came about. I wanted to write. I wanted to tell stories. But my educational life was slow, and lo and behold, I get these criticisms. Well, your structure is not good enough. Your English is not good enough. Your editing is not good enough. I didn't know anything about getting a professional editor. I didn't know anything about a lot of things that happen in writing. So I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a speaker. So my speaking was halfway good and everything. But in the meantime, I get these criticisms. Well, it's not good enough. Sometimes people didn't even look at my work. They just looked at the title, look at the first 2 lines, and they give it back to me, not even accepted, and like going on. So anyway, I took these criticisms to heart. I went to stores, bookstores, and I bought some books how to write, and writer's handbook. Then I started studying. Then I started to put it together. So what I'm trying to say today, my wonderful people out there, that we have an opportunity every day to learn something. And don't take that education for granted, because we should always learn something. We should always be in that position of learning and studying and growing. Growing each and every day we can. So I challenge you that even though sometimes we don't know a lot of things, don't know everything, we're not supposed to, maybe, I don't know, but try to know, try to do the best you can, because one of the things in school that I did take a hold of is that my class motto, not to equal but to excel. So this way, I didn't take it to heart then, but I'm taking it to heart now. Now, I study, I learn, and I read every day to help me to grow in a better position, a better life. So I challenge you this day not to take your education or not to take any type of learning for granted. So anyway, the second part now of major regrets is that one day when I was a child, a baby, my parents worked on this large farm called the Milky Way Farm down in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, that as a child, they take the child to the fields with them. Now, when they took me to the fields that day, and sleeping there at the edge of the field, I decided to crawl. And I crawled up onto the highway. A lady stops and picked me up on the highway and took me to my parents in the field. Well, they got in touch with me. Anyway, this is what I'm hearing from my family members and everything that said, oh, you stopped the Greyhound bus. You're the one that stopped the traffic at the road. Okay, I paid no attention to things, but being an alcoholic and everything, I found out who the person was that picked me up out of the road. Come to find out, it was the wife of the owner of the farm, the Milky Way farm, Ethel Mars. So I never got in touch with her. So now, here it is, I'm grown, I'm in church now, I'm doing wonderful things, good things. So now, get in touch with the lady. Let her know that you thank her for picking you up out of the road. So that fear and those things that come about, those negative attitudes and negative dispositions that come about that says, well, maybe these people think that you're going to try to get something out of them, da-da-da. Just thank the lady for getting you up out of the road and saving your life. So I didn't do it. Then when I finally wanted to say thank you, I bought a thank you card. 2 weeks later, there was a news flash that she had passed. Wow, that was devastating. Now, there's another regret. When you have the opportunity to say thank you, and I challenge you this day, my wonderful people, that if you know somebody, or somebody have done something for you, or somebody have helped you in any kind of way, don't hesitate to say thank you, because gratitude is so important. It is so important to be grateful for what people have done for you and what they are doing for you even now. So don't ever hesitate to say thank you when you have the opportunity, regardless of how you feel or what's going on in your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we come to another part of my regrets, is that I had friends and people that I know and realized that on their deathbed, they called for me. Now, here I am trying to do good things, done bad things, and all the kind of crazy things in life. So one person made a call and say, I want to see you because I'm very sick. Okay. So, but I didn't go. This person passed away on me, right? Now, then another person that called, they say that I want to see you. Now, this person I did something bad to. Yes, as a friend, I backstabbed this person, never made amends, never said I'm sorry, never did anything constructive, but now this person is on their deathbed. So the next principle is that, my wonderful people, if you ever have an opportunity to forgive, make amends, or to clear the situation so that a person can go in peace, or you can have peace in your life, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to clear the atmosphere. Don't hesitate. This day, I challenge you that if you do something wrong to somebody, ask for forgiveness or tell you sorry or do something, clear the atmosphere. Let them rest in peace so you will have peace in your life this day. Because this is so important for the person to have that peace in their life so that they can go away in peace and you will have peace. That forgiveness is so important. Clarity is so important. Making amends is so important. So I challenge you this day, have the opportunity, because it's going to come back again, that you're going to have an opportunity to either say, I'm sorry, hey, don't worry about it, let it go, but mean it from your heart. Let love be from your heart. And speaking of love, my next regret is a great, great, great sorrow on my life. I went to live with my mother after my father died and everything from domestic violence, not domestic violence, but gun violence. And like I said, I was in Detroit trying to go to college, wanting to go to college to be a doctor, but that didn't happen. So I'm a teen alcoholic. I'm there living with my mother. Now, I had never lived with my mother before because I grew up with my grandparents down in the country even. So now I'm here with Mom. Mom is a wonderful person, strong. She's working hard. She's gone through a lot of things in her life. Her and my stepfather there. Okay, they have their little differences. They have their little situation going, all this stuff. But I didn't pay any attention. And then I moved to another state, into Connecticut, with my parents. Now I'm beginning to have all of these experiences and all of these relationships and troubles and problems and issues and things. But I never paid any attention to my mother or to get close to her, to have a relationship with. Come to find out, my mother went through some stuff. Hell and high water. She had been to places, she'd known people, she traveled the different places in different countries and stuff. I didn't bother to talk with Mom. I didn't bother to get close to her. But now, it's almost that time when she's bad off sick. Now she's sick, and I want to talk with her. I want to understand her. She was a cook that was A1. She was in hotels and cooked for important people there in Connecticut. It's like she knew people that I could never get close to, but Mom worked for them, and she was there, and she had that personality that stood out and stood up. But her son, poor Michael, was too busy in his own private life, which wasn't even private, but not even fulfilling. So now I'm finding out that Mom knew all these things. Now I want to pick her mind. I want to pick her brains about who she knew and how to do this and how to do that, because Mom had a standard. She was a girl. I mean, she was my girl. But how long did it last? How long did it last? So my wonderful people, if you have that opportunity, I challenge you this day, if somebody is close to you, somebody that loves you, and even though they can't relate maybe that way to your understanding or to your standard or however, but they love you, let them know that you love them. Let them know that you care for them. Let them know that you understand, that you're making amends, that you want to be there for them and with them. Let them know that you care. See, too many times people slip away and they go away from us. And we never, ever let them know that we love them. They left us in a place where they had a legacy that they wanted to share with us, where we didn't bother to find out, didn't bother to ask questions, and then you find out that, wow, this person was deep, this person was this person was, it's like awesome. So, today, if you have that opportunity, please, don't ever stop learning. And if somebody come by and criticize you about something that you don't know, study, ask the question, learn from them. Ask them, well, you criticize me about something, or either you don't like something that I did or whatever. Tell me what I did wrong. Ask them that question. And then work on it. Never stop learning. And then, my good friends, my wonderful people, if somebody do something wrong to you, or you do something wrong to them, or you have an opportunity to make amends for something, that have peace, or to keep the peace or pursue peace, do it. Be there for them. Let them know. Let them know that you want to have that clarity. You let them know that you want to have that peace. Let it go. Let it be gone. Forgiven, and then loving, and then always show gratitude. Be thankful in all things. And then at the end of the day, when the paymaster is getting your pay in order for the work of the day that you've done, let it be known that you covered your bases, that you covered your situations, that you are now ready for your pay, because you know at the end of the day, you can say, I have no regrets. And I thank you, Mr. Les Brown, for putting that post up to let me know that this day and forevermore, I will look in that mirror, replay, because that replay button would not stop. I could not pause it and I couldn't stop it. But I downloaded something that was more important, the value of good life. Thank you, and I bless you. Stay blessed, stay strong. And this is Brother Michael Jones, speaker of the gospel, encourager, life coach, speaker, intercessor, writer, at your service for your speaking needs and your coaching needs. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Call me, let me know what you think. And I ask you, as a personal favor, to share this message. Somebody out there needs to know. And you and me and all, together we stand. Together, always. But let our togetherness be in a unity of love, understanding, peace, compassion, and goodwill. Let somebody know that you care. Tell somebody that you love them. Bless someone this day and each day. Let me know what you think, how you feel. My email is always people, P-E-O-P-L-E, the letter X, C-E-L, the letter N, L-O-V-E, at yahoo.com. I need to hear from you. Your feedback is so important. Please share this message. Thank you. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. Amen and amen.